Planet Vero Studio is powered by the Nolan Group of eXp Realty. MyNextHomeFinder.com. Cindy Grossman. New York City born and raised, luxury retail management was her game. Saks Fifth Avenue and Nordstrom were her jewelry playgrounds. Had enough at 38, fled to Miami, where Neiman Marcus Bal Harbour found her. Recruited to Mont Blanc, where her regional position challenged her. Met her husband 4 years ago, and Brevard County she did go. COVID hit, she needed a new career fit. Age-defying beauty with Mary Kay, she did say. And now, here's Cindy Grossman.
Hello, 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 and welcome to Mesmerize the Mirror at Any Age. Today, I'm glad to see Mitch is back with us. Thank you, Mitch, for coming back.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. And I must say, you're really rocking the green.
Yes, well, we're talking about money today.
Oh,
so, you know, money
it.
is green. And Jesse, thanks for keeping us on track and on schedule here.
Yeah, good to be here.
Great. And like I said, we're talking about money today, so I am wearing green. And with that, I bring you our wonderful guest today, Anna Suriel. She was actually born in the Dominican Republic and grew up in Florida. In her spare time, she loves spending time with her family, doing outdoor activities. Now that she's become a licensed financial professional, she's looking forward to helping her friends and neighbors build a more secure future. And that's what everybody needs for sure, right? Things are so crazy today. Everybody needs that. And me and Anna and I met, you know, not that long ago. I would say, 6 months ago, 7 months ago?
Yeah, close to,
right.
7, 8.
8 months ago.
Yes.
And we were networking. I was networking my thing, and Anna was, you know, new and networking her thing. And, you know, we actually got to know each other very well, and I have some accounts with Anna. And but Anna, let's start with that, the big change that you made, because I know we constantly talk about it, especially during COVID. Women made these incredible changes in their lives and in their careers, and you certainly did. So I would love you to just, you know, mention that. That's for sure.
Well, first, I wanted to really thank you for having me here.
Course.
I'm very humbled that you invited me.
Please.
And the change, it was going from one industry to another, completely unrelated industry, was very shocking. There was a lot of falling down and just learning the ropes, especially networking, because I was not used to networking at all.
You didn't have to.
I didn't have to. The company I came, I had people calling me, and now they had switched, and I had to go out and really meet other business individuals, and really took me out of my comfort zone. And I remember when we first met, because I was still in my shell, and you talked to me, and I'm like, oh my God,
yeah,
someone is talking to me.
Absolutely.
It was different, and just learning the learning process at my age, just learning a different industry, because the older you get, it's harder for you to learn.
Right.
And it has been a very self-develop.
That's a good way of putting it, right?
Yes,
for sure.
I have learned to take every negative encounter to a positive. I really try to look everything in a positive way. I have met wonderful individuals, you and Mr. Mitch. It has been, it's been very rewarding, and I'm very fortunate that I met you guys.
Oh,
What
wonderful.
field were you in, Anna, before you went into financial?
Logistics. Yes, it was logistics, coordinating the transportation on everything from toilet paper to engine parts, even flying satellites from Germany to New York. And it was a very stressful industry, because I was responsible to making sure that the trucks got there and really had a budget to maintain. In planning that, it was stressful, but I had people coming to me and I enjoyed it. You know, it was really the planning, long hours, and it was it was interesting too.
Yeah. And I don't know if she's allowed to say it, but it was for a very big company that's a bit in the news lately, a little controversy with that company. But we didn't even talk about it, what Anna is doing now. So, the little bio that I read, so tell us what you're actually doing now.
Well, right now, that's one thing that I did find about myself, that I love helping people. And, switching industry, there was a lot of things that I made mistake on that I wish I had somebody to really provide solution, even talk to me. So now in the financial industry, I get to really help individuals figure out their goals, their dreams. I really get to know them and find out their vision and see where is the gap where I can help them, whether it's, life insurance protecting their income in the event that something happens to their partner and they cannot, because a lot of people don't think about those things. No. So I help them build their future puzzle, I call it.
Right.
Because when you're building a puzzle, you have different pieces, but sometimes you need someone to come and help you put the pieces together. Because sometimes you don't know what goes where. And I really I enjoy helping families, individuals, and even people at my age to really look what pieces are missing, what is the gap, and help them. It's really
so many people. I mean, we do a lot of our networking, with women, and I always find that women really don't take their finances seriously. Like, I know I was always told, you have to have 6 months salary in case something does happen. And you hear, so many women, they live paycheck to paycheck. I mean, they may be, single moms out there. And I always believed in financial independence. We've talked about this numerous times. And, so how do you approach somebody about what you do and how you can help them?
Well, the process is a lengthy process because I want to make sure that our energy match and we get along, because this is a long-term commitment. I really get to know them and really they become part of my life, and I become part of their life, because I really have to put myself in their position. Because if I'm not there with them experiencing what they're experiencing, then I'm not going to be able to help them.
Right.
Because I'm here to provide a solution that is fit for them, not for me. So the process is a lengthy process. We get to know each other, and then as the relation gets built, then we start the conversation on the finances, and to make sure that they're not gonna outrun their money for their retirement, because a lot of people have a vision of their retirement and they believe they're set. They're ready. I'm like, I'm going to retire at this age, and I'm ready. And then we sat down and we start talking about what could happen, especially now with inflation being so high, the interest rate going high,
right?
Even what's happening in Ukraine, all this kind of stuff.
The market being so volatile.
Yes. So we start talking about those things that you usually don't think about. And when we start putting everything in paper, then you realize there's a gap. Are you exposed that you're going to lose your money? So we really, like I say, it's a lengthy process, because there's different components that you really have to think about. You had to make sure that whatever you have already in place for retirement is diversified. You also have to keep an eye on and balance, just to protect yourself, because, some people, their retirement is taking cruises. Some people is camping. My retirement is just being with my grandkids. So it's really depending what it is and how much it is, because the dollar today is not going to worth the same as when it's ready for retirement.
Exactly.
So I really enjoy putting the puzzles together.
That's great.
I think it's interesting, because even though I don't do estate planning, I know that a lot of times people don't want to face these kind of issues. Especially like, well, you need a will. What happens if you pass away? They don't want to face their own mortality.
Yeah, the inevitable. I mean,
but the problem is, if you don't, then you're doing a disservice to yourself, because you obviously have retirement needs, and worse, you're doing a disservice to your spouse and your children, because you're not really providing for them as I would think you'd want to do.
Right.
So these are important topics and important issues to talk about and think about.
Yeah, for example, life insurance is for the people that you leave behind, or make sure for them to grieve instead of wondering how they're going to pay for the funeral.
Right.
You know, and a lot of people have the misconception of, you know, life insurance, oh my God, you know.
Right.
But you got to think who you're leaving behind.
Right.
Who has to take care of your stuff.
Right.
And going to the estate planning, I had a meeting with Matt, and he opened my eyes that estate planning is for people that own something, they're estate planning. Because a lot of people have the misconception that it's only the wealthy need estate planning. No.
You hear that a lot.
Yeah, it's for everybody.
True.
You know?
We're going to be back with Anna. We're going to take a quick break. Thank you.
Why hire Cantwell & Goldman? At Cantwell & Goldman, PA, we take pride in what we do. That pride translates into better client service and better client results. At Cantwell & Goldman, PA, we provide high-quality legal solutions for individuals and businesses in Indian River and Brevard counties and throughout the state of Florida. Our experienced attorneys can help you with a range of legal issues, from defending a criminal charge, assistance with a commercial or residential closing, business transaction, or estate planning and probate matters. We are a full-service law firm specializing in estate planning, including trust and estates, as well as commercial and residential real estate and corporate matters throughout the state of Florida. Cantwell & Goldman, PA.
At Compass Pest Control, we focus on killing pests where they live and breed by terminating them outside your home or office before they can get in. Hi, I'm Chris Hudman, co-owner of Compass Pest Control. We prevent roaches, ants, and other pests from getting inside with a proactive approach. We don't stop there. We also offer lawn and plant health programs. And we'll never sell you something you don't need. At Compass Pest Control, our prices are competitive, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Get a free estimate. Visit CompassPests.com.
Hello, this is Carol Jean Jordan, your tax collector here in Indian River County. All of our offices are scheduling appointments for in-office services, but you can get that little yellow sticker quicker by using our express lane. It's fast, convenient, and free when you pay with an e-check. Renew your registration on our website and select Pick Up at the Tax Collector's Office. Order before 3 p.m. and you can pick up your little yellow sticker on the same day. Order at irctax.com. That's irctax.com.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats, and chairs, including lots of slipcover styles from Universal Upholstery, Four Seasons, and Capri. At Sunshine Furniture, we have a gallery of Tommy Bahama and Lexington designed for a relaxed approach to the finer things in life. Right now, we have selected groups marked down for our spring clearance, and also all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in Vero Beach, next to Planet Fitness. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com and visit our outlet and closeout store directly across the street.
Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Have a sunshine day. Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Have a sunshine day. Sunshine.
Need an enlightening pick-me-up? Visit Kristen and Cindy at Skinnergy, 599 Sherwood Avenue, Unit 110 in Satellite Beach, to energize your skin and keep it looking fabulous forever. Kristen can help with hair removal sugaring to keep your whole body smooth and conditioned. Kristen will help you refresh and defend your skin while giving you a customized facial. Cindy helps Skinnergize and get you camera ready for your everyday look or occasions event. Visit Kristen and Cindy at Skinnergy at 599 Sherwood Avenue, Unit 110 in Satellite Beach.
And we are back. And Anna is certainly mesmerizing the mirror, that's for sure. Financial needs, you need to get in touch with Anna. Now, Mitch, you were going to mention something
I
else
was.
wonderful.
Anna's getting her master's degree.
Yes.
She's very close to completing that in finance, I believe.
That is correct.
Fantastic.
That is
Congratulations.
amazing.
Thank you.
That's not easy to do
No.
at any age.
That's for sure. Absolutely. That's true.
Thank you.
How do you manage all of that? Working, school, grandchildren.
Yes, well, I went back to school because I truly want to make sure that whatever solution I provide, I understand it.
Great.
And going back to school, besides all the training that I get, is really because you get into the details. I mean, you go into the deep details where, the stocks and everything comes about. So,
That's for sure.
yeah.
So, okay. So we do a lot of networking. So you meet a lot of women entrepreneurs, right? You meet them and somebody comes up to you and says they have nothing financially in place. Well, what do you say to that person?
Well, it's unfortunate that there's nothing in place, but it's never too late to start something,
Okay.
even a little bit. We start having the conversation and starting to really get to know each other, and then her goal, and find out really how come there's nothing in place at the moment, and find out more on the situation and doing an in-depth financial analysis on that person's situation and try to build something around there. And from there, we create a portfolio that it best fit the person. So
That's
there's
so
never, you can always start something.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know we hear a lot of times women say, well, my husband deals with that. And you know what? While that's great, you don't know what happens tomorrow. You need to be financially secure in your own way, in your own independence.
Yes, you do, because you never know. And something could happen, what if the husband passes away or the husband becomes, has some kind of health issues,
Right.
or disabled, can no longer work.
Right.
You always have to be prepared for the
Right.
what ifs.
I've heard women say, well, my husband passed away. I didn't know, the first place to look about our finances. I mean, I always think that is so wild.
Yes, it's always good to have everything written down. I have been really trying to educate the people that I meet that write everything down, all the phone numbers, the account numbers, the company's name, everything, just to make sure. Because sometimes when the spouse passed away and you're not aware, there's different steps that, Social Security will notify this person or that company, and then things starting to come into your house that you were not aware. So it's always good to have some kind of file printed and I like to put it in the kitchen.
Right.
In one of the drawers.
Yes.
Just with all the numbers, all the contacts. It
That
makes
is
it easier.
So important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, depending on the person's age, do you recommend different things for the person?
It depends on the age. We have a risk tolerance questionnaire that we go by and determines your risk tolerance, and also goes by your age, because you don't want to be all risky and you close to retirement, because the older you get, the more conservative you're supposed to. So there's the formula that 100 minus your age, that part goes to the safety net, and and the other one, the risk. Yeah, but the older you get, the more conservative protections that you should have.
That's important.
And diversify. Yes.
Yeah. And then, when I started working, I was like 19, and, you hear about a 401k, and a lot of times at first you're like, oh, well, I don't want to give up my money. And like a year will go by and 2 years will go by, but I finally wised up in my early 20s and I started the 401ks. And you know what? Then as I got older and I would have staff under me who was much younger, I would, have to tell them, you have to do it. You have to do it. So that's something,
Yes, maximize the contributions in your
yes.
401k.
It's very important.
And the younger you start, the more time you have for growth
Right.
Yes.
and ride out the cycles of the stock market.
Right.
Yes.
For sure. Now I know there's this kind of equation, right? 7, 7, 7, right? What is that? We don't have time to go into that.
There's different, there's the 50, 20, 20, 10. There's the 70, 30s. There's different individuals have different equation, but you always have to make sure you have the amount for your needs, the bills that you have to pay monthly, your roof and things like that, and then you have to put the savings. A lot of people don't like the savings part, especially when you live paycheck to paycheck. But even $5 at a time, it makes a difference.
Right.
But then you have, they say 50, 20 for retirement, then 20 for savings, and 10 for life insurance. It's really depending who you talk.
Right. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. And the person that you're of course dealing with.
Yeah.
And people should certainly think about their children, right? Get them started, right?
Yes.
Children, grandchildren.
Yes.
That makes a big difference.
It makes a big difference. I really wish that when I first started, I had someone that came and told me about, hey, think about 20 years down the road. You might be young now, but one thing for certain is that you're going to get old.
Right. You're going to get old and you're going to be faced with, challenges in your life throughout your lifetime. So it's always good to have, security.
Yes.
Financial security is very important.
It is very important, financial security.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, how can people reach out to you for a consultation, for either a phone call or to meet with you? What's the best way to reach you?
They can reach me on my cell phone.
Okay.
407-233-6483, just to have a conversation, even if they have concerns, even if they're working with another financial professional and they just want a second eye. I'm more than happy.
Right.
I believe in karma.
Right. Of course.
The good out that you come out,
Oh, of course. Yes. And it's so important to have that conversation and to know, where you're going.
Yes.
Especially in these times. Yeah. What about an email address?
It's AASURIEL at F as in Frank, T as in Tom, .NewYorkLife.com.
And of course, everybody knows New York Life, and they have, I think it's 175 years.
Well, it was established in 1845, so it's 176.
Wow. Oh, yes. To be exact.
Yes, let's be specific.
So, I mean, knowing that you're dealing with a company like that, I think that gives you some security as well. That certainly does. They're going to be around.
Yes, they have, for times like this, they have built for time like this, and it's number one mutual company. Yes.
Number one mutual company. And they have a lot of special things. We were talking the other day.
Yes, they do.
Yes, that it would surprise you how they have programs in place to even protect you. Not if you're afraid. And I think a lot of people are afraid of the stock market. But I think you have a way of explaining that too, and calming their needs. So people should definitely get in touch with you. So everybody, get in touch with Anna. She is here to help you. And Anna, thank you so much for coming on. This has been wonderful. Thank you so much. Mitch, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Jesse, thanks for everything. And remember, mesmerize the mirror at any age.